This is the SmallRig Black Mamba top handle with the model number 3786. It weighs 122 grams, which is relatively light for a top handle, and it has a maximum load capacity of 15 kilograms. It's made from aluminium alloy, stainless steel, and silica gel. So the handle itself is made from aluminium alloy, and then these screws and these metal parts here, as well as the pins and this lever, these are made from stainless steel, and the grip part of the handle here is made from silica gel or silicone. So this handle is compatible with cages that have a 3/8" 16 hole with ARRI locating pins, but you can always adapt it to whatever you want, obviously, but you just need to get the right adapter for your cage if your cage doesn't take this type of screw. And you can always remove the pins anyway, so you don't necessarily need to have the pins, but the pins obviously add a lot of more stability in terms of stopping the handle from rotating sideways and unscrewing the screw. In terms of mounting options, there are 4 1/4" 20 threads, as well as a 3/8" 16 with ARRI locating pins on 4 sides, so you can see those. And then there's a cold shoe, and on the side of the cold shoe there's a anti-slip lever, so you can push down this button and you can move whatever you want to add, but if you put something in here, it's not going to accidentally fall out. So this button here stops it, and then this is the lever to push it down when you want to insert something or remove it. And then there's a 3/8" 16 thread here as well with ARRI locating holes on 4 sides. So this is the ideal location to mount the monitor. In terms of the height of the top handle, it's 7.3 centimeters, which is relatively tall for a top handle. Some of the handles are shorter in this dimension, so it's almost twice as tall as the Movo SVH6 top handle. So that just gives you an idea of the angle of view that you can get with this top handle relative to other ones. So if you want the camera angle to be higher up, then obviously you want the top handle which is as short as possible, and if you want to get a lower angle, then you want the top handle that's as tall as possible. So the silica gel on this grip has a soft texture to it, so that should make it more comfortable to hold for a long period of time. So one of the disadvantages of this handle is that on this side of the handle there's no mounting options. So if you connect your cage in this direction, where this is the cage and this is the lens, then that's fine because you have this mounting option here and you have the cold shoe as well. But if you wanted to mount the handle in this direction, then there's no mounting option here to put a monitor or a microphone or any other peripheral. So that's the biggest disadvantage of this handle, I think. The other disadvantage of this top handle is that it has a 3/8" 16 screw with ARRI locating pins, whereas in my opinion having a NATO rail is more convenient. So if you just want to connect the handle to your cage and leave it there, that's fine, but with the NATO rail handles you can connect them and then easily remove them, whereas with this one you have to screw it or unscrew it every time. So the screw here is actually quite good though, so it's triangular, which makes it easier to tighten with your hands, and the screw itself has holes which you can stick an Allen key in there and tighten it more. So the screw is good, and the 3/8" 16 and ARRI locating pins are good as well. It's just that NATO rail is more convenient for taking it off or putting it back on, whereas with this one it needs a little bit more effort. And personally, when I want to attach things or detach things from a cage, I don't really want to spend any time screwing and unscrewing things, so I prefer NATO rail type of clamps for my top handle or any other peripherals that I attach to a cage. So if you buy this top handle, it also comes with a Allen key, but I think most people will get this handle when they buy it together with one of their Black Mamba cages. So it doesn't matter which Black Mamba cage you buy for which camera, you'll get this top handle with it. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions about this handle or any other top handle, or if you want me to compare this to something else.